the questions I threw out and was talking about on social media today involved this case. And would you, as a juror, have difficulty in convicting someone who had killed a sex offender, someone who was preying upon children? So we begin with our comment of the day. 13th juror comment of the day comes from Shirley, who writes, he should be given a medal. There must be the strictest possible law against pedophilia, and there is not. The only thing I personally have against the justice system, automatic death sentence. Sorry about personal life. They don't deserve to breathe. So Shirley, obviously, supporting James Fairbanks and upset with the system and the way we deal with sex offenders. Joseph Lowe, let me ask you, at the trial, how much would you expect the jury to hear about the victim, sex offender, Matteio Condoluci? How much is the jury going to know about his past and what he has done to children?
Well, that depends, of course, on the judge and some of the facts, meaning that if the defense can show and prove to the court before the trial that the defendant was well aware of these facts, that he had been given that information, then they may use that to bring in. The prosecution may also want to do that to show that he was heated and angry and upset and he wanted to kill based on the things that he had learned. However, oftentimes the judges, when shown that they had none of the information, will not allow that evidence to come in because they're afraid it'll prejudice the jury and make them angry and cause them to reach a verdict that is unjust. In this case, though, I think it's all coming in.
Yeah, Joseph Lowe, it seemed to a certain extent that James Fairbanks, in that jailhouse interview that he did with our affiliate station, seemed to be acknowledging that he is acknowledging some level of responsibility, but at the same time, he seems to be arguing some level of self-defense, in that he went to confront him, he brought the gun to confront him, but then Condoluci started to come at him. How do you think this plays? Do you think this is going to be an argument of self-defense?
Well, when I heard him say that, I was actually arguing against him, which I know I don't usually supposed to do. I didn't really like that part of his statement. However, those are the facts, and that's what he's going to go with. I suppose that a sympathetic juror would find some contact with that and use that perhaps in a way to find him not guilty. However, look, Vinny, this guy did something that a lot of folks want to do. You're reading that in these messages. And jury nullification is a real defense. I have had a judge say to me before my closing argument, Mr. Lowe, I know what your closing argument's going to be. It's the same one you always have in these last 4 or 5 cases, and it's jury nullification. If the judge puts a stop to it right up front, this is going to be a different trial because everyone knows that's the only real defense here. And the judge may, really screen heavily during voir dire.